But yeah. They don't show the
After all that
videos,
work.
they don't do anything when I leave.
It has one.
Okay, I will call to order the committee of the whole meeting for Monday, July 12th, 2021.
Sorry. Sorry.
These items are all carried over from the last meeting, and basically, we only brought them, they've all been on for first reading, and we brought them back in case Marissa had a question.
Oh,
And
great.
Brian, it was Marissa and Brian, so do you, we can go through them, or do you have a question? Do you want me to go through? There's no presentation planned. It's just if you have a question about it, because it was all in the minutes and the account and the department head reports and stuff. So, do you want me to go through them one by one?
Hang on just a second.
Okay. You and Brian were the ones that were missing last, so we just brought them back in case you had a question that wasn't answered in the.
Right, okay.
Thank you for the water.
We can do it one by one. The first one, ordinance 0041-2021, and it's from a recommendation from the Planning Commission. And it is about community commercial, right? How we're changing it. Is that the one?
That is correct. It would be to restrict certain automotive uses from the community commercial zone district. We have about 13 different auto-related uses on a 3-mile stretch on Hamilton Road, so it's really to align some of those commercial and office uses with the recommendation of our land use plan. Planning Commission did recommend approval of this by a 6-0 vote. There's still significant areas of the city where these auto-related uses would be permissible, so it's not like they're no longer prohibited, just targeting it into different areas of the city.
Thank you.
And I did have an opportunity to review this and the minutes from Planning Commission, so thank you, Mr. Blackford. I guess the only question I had, I just wanted to confirm that our Economic Development Director also supported this. I'm assuming he does, since it's, okay, thumbs up. And secondly, I did note that there were two pending projects that have been submitted, the Valvoline and the Moo. And so if I recall, I just wanted to confirm that Mr. Malarski had kind of agreed that since they've been submitted before the proposed change, that they are going to fall under the prior framework of the CC designation.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Okay, next one, ordinance 0042-2021. Thanks, Michael. This was the local waste services for the residential, for the bid for the residential recycling and yard waste and trash collection.
Yeah, I had no questions about this.
No questions? Okay. And the next one's 0043-2021. Rumpke got the bid for processing the waste and recycling services after they're collected.
No.
Okay. The next one was a ordinance for the supplemental appropriation for the law, to the law enforcement, Federal Law Enforcement Trust Fund. Ordinance 0044-2021.
No
Okay.
questions.
And the next one was 0045-2021. An ordinance declaring improvements for certain real property, and it was, is this the tax, the TIF for
Crescent,
Crescent, the Crescent?
correct.
I would be more than happy for Mr. Strum to walk through this again.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So as noted in the prior committee of the whole, this is a TIF request associated with the development agreement that was passed by this body, I believe, back in April. This is a 30-year non-school related TIF item in line with prior standards of the city operations. I think there was a staff report included in this, kind of highlighting through the process. And then the TIF document was submitted over to Mr. Malarski for review as part of this review as well. Mr. Underhill, who attended the last meeting, was available for comment. Unfortunately, he was not available this evening, so I'm more than happy to answer any questions you might have about the TIF legislation. And again, this is just in line with the previously approved development agreement that was done by this body, I think, back in late April.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions, issues? Okay, then we're adjourned.
Nicely done, Nancy, nicely done.
This has got to be an all-time, all-time.
What did,
We've already had first hearing.
we've already had first reading.
Yeah.
I think some of these can be consent,
I think that, yeah,
yeah, probably.
I think that we
They
said that they would
probably
be on the
could all be
consent
them
agenda.
could be
I think we said that they would all be on the consent agenda.
Okay,
First reading and then all be on the consent agenda,
okay.
unless anybody has issues with it.
Well, if anybody has an issue, they can call the,
That's right, they can ask for it to be removed on.
and you're
okay.
not going to be here the rest of the week?
We'll be here for the planning commission meeting.
Planning Commission. They're at a, which one is it?
The OMCA. conference.
OMCA.
I guess I just, the CC, Community Commercial District change might be a better suited for general, or for non-consent, for regular agenda.
Why?
It has community impact, I think, in a way that just reapproving a recycling contract doesn't. And that's sort of my preference on where things that have a community impact go, would be on regular agenda versus consent, but
Well, usually things on the consent agenda are things that we all agree on. So if there's going to be a divided vote, that would be what is going to be on the regular agenda. So if you're going to vote for it, it should be on the consent agenda,
Unless you want to make a comment.
unless you want to make a comment on it.
yeah, I just, again, like, I think it can be on regular agenda for purposes because it does have, like I said, because it does have kind of a more of a community impact versus it just being approved in one big bulk package.
Okay.
So,
All right, okay. So that will be, the 0041 will be on the regular agenda. The others on consent agenda. Okay. Now,
thank
any other questions? We will re-adjourn.
okay, thank you.